ever. Since way back before all this so-called reality. Hell, I remember when you still had to walk all the way over just to turn that channel on goddamn TV. A day after day goes by like nothing is ever gonna change. Just like overnight, it's like it ain't never gonna be the same. Hitting what you're aiming for, you're forgetting what you miss. All you seem to know for sure now is how you can't go on like this day after day. It's just like overnight, a day after day, it's just like overnight. Day after day, it's just like overnight. Day after day, it's just like overnight. Yeah, a little percussion action from a new shirt I got the other day. I feel like this shirt's probably going to take us to that next level. Don't you think? This is what's been missing. We're almost there. This is the year. You never know who's watching today. You know. Oh, man, speaking of, I don't know what I was speaking of, but check this out. I made up this song I made up lots of these songs. Keith Sykes taught them to me. They're called Talking Blues songs. And there's a million of them out there in the universe. All right. I'm telling you, this shirt, the thing. So, talking blues songs, there's a ton of them. Woody Guthrie did the first one. Well, actually, the first one was by a guy in Alabama called Talking Something Somebody. And he just had this one novelty song that was that structure of A rhyme, B rhyme, B rhyme, and then you just do whatever you want. And Woody Guthrie made up a song, like a parody song of this song, you know? And he made that up, and then after that, he just kept doing them, and he didn't necessarily think of them as jokes or that anymore. And he did tons of them. And then Bob Dylan did a bunch too. And then a lot of people in the 60s or 70s had a talking blues song. Townes Van Zandt did them a lot. Anyway, I did this one called the Talking Reality TV Blues. And then about a month or so ago, I was looking at the computer I have. And my computer, I get, like, if I'm reading my mail from my friends, like if some new article comes out in Rolling Stone or some kind of magazine with music in it, I get it, so they send it to me. Does that make sense what I'm saying? And this one thing said Tom Jones' new song, Talking Reality TV Blues. And my first thought was that it was just the same title, because that didn't seem out of bounds to me. And then I clicked on it to hear it, and then when the music started, I was like, oh, okay, it's not my thing. And then, have you heard it? Yeah. And then he says, "What? Come gather round." It's fucking epic. Epic. And Mom, that's also a cut you can't, even your mom has to go, all right. This isn't just another one of your drunk-ass friends singing your song. This is What's New Motherfucking Pussycat. Whoa, whoa, oh, oh. And I also love She's a Lady. He's got a ton of them. Anyway, Tom Jones, I doubt you're watching, but man, thank you. You talk about making an old man tear up. That meant a lot to me. And I think the producer is named Ethan Johns. And so, brother, man, thank you. That was quite a morning. All right, so now I'll do it the way they... Well, come gather round and I'll sing you a song about a crazy old world that was coming along, until one day some fool made the decision to turn on the television. Of course, the radio reported that we'd all ignore it, and the paper said that we wouldn't have any time for it. But before you knew it, you knew Milton Berle, and we all had a new escape from the world. We were all tuned in, and before too soon, we were watching a man walk on the moon. He made it look as easy as driving a car. They say video killed the radio star. I got the talking blues. You see, talking blues are easy to do. All you have to rhyme is a line or two. Rhyme a line or two, and then you don't even have to rhyme again. See? Right now, I can just say whatever I want. Doesn't even have to make sense. Office Park. Important game. Say sitcom, catchphrase, game show nation, television soon defied explanation, as the situation took to such a degree that eventually we'd hear about a cable TV. Of course, the free TV news swore that we would ignore it and that your average family couldn't afford it, but again they were wrong, and eventually, hell, everybody wanted their MTV. We were all tuned in, but now the shock was watching a kid do a thing called the moonwalk. He was really just sliding backwards, eventually too far. Reality killed that video star. I got the talking blues. So simple at first, it was hard to foresee the impending collision with reality, but it soon seemed TV had turned on itself when the real world came on like it was something else. Of course, the actors all acted like they weren't floored, hoping eventually we would all get bored, but one after the other, we pretended not to act as we hurtled ever forward toward alternative fact. And then a show called The Apprentice came on, and pretty soon an old man with a comb over had sold us the moon, and we stayed tuned in, and now here we are. Reality killed by a reality star. I got the talking blues. Hydrochalices. Don't hydra your chalice. That's not the... Man, I'll tell you one thing I've noticed about this week is if I'm home, I don't play my songs ever, and unless it's new. But on the road, it's like the ones I'm nervous about are like the D.B. Coopers and the shit like that. Like I think I did that last week, and I was like, God, do I know this? I played it twice last year, after playing it a couple of 100 times. And Beer Run, I play a few times a day. I always have. On the road or off. Fucking hilarious. Just so fucking funny. Whew, I just gotta stop and think about it for a sec. This song was the title track to an album called East Nashville, Skyline, but I didn't have the words done, so I took the record. I took the song off the record, and I was singing it and showing my friend Peter Cooper where I was stuck, and he came up with the line, "So much for trouble, so much for." Oh well, see, I didn't make it up. So much for money, so much for big. Who needs the headache? There's always a gig at the cafe. So Peter, if you're out there watching, I love you. I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's got a song called Opening Day that we listened to just the other day. And he made some great records with Eric Brace. But I'll send this out to all my East Nashville friends, all the young songwriters here. Come down and see us. It's almost time till we can open this place up and you can come in and hang with us. And we're looking forward to meeting everybody and seeing our old friends again. Watching TV just made me sad. Too many people treating people too bad. There ain't no hope. My old lady, she sure gonna be mad. Just spent the last 60 bucks we had on bad dope. East Nashville Skyline, crossing over to State of Mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville Skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor and wine. Anywhere, anytime, we deliver. I'm still a little mad about the slow bar. Well, I guess that's just the way things are. Something good comes along, then it's gone. It's kinda like a Phoenix radio. We used to listen, then where did it go? It went off of the air so that more Counting Crows could come on. La 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 la. East Nashville Skyline, crossing over to State of Mind, leaving all my troubles way behind. That old Cumberland River, East Nashville Skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor and wine. Anywhere, anytime we deliver. Crossing the river, we play them our songs. They're probably right when they say we're all wrong for these days. So much for money, so much for big. Who needs the headache when there's always a gig at the cafe, baby? The Radio Cafe, East Nashville Skyline, discount cigarettes, liquor and wine. Anywhere, anytime we deliver. East Nashville Skyline, discount cigarettes and liquor and wine. Anywhere, anytime we deliver. I like that. That ended up being on an album though, from the outtakes record that old boy put out. So how y'all doing out there? Man, one time I was opening for, I probably told you this already, Robert Earl Keen, and I asked the crowd how they were doing. And Guy Clark said, come over tomorrow. And when I got there, he said, why'd you ask them how they were doing? And he said, did you want to know? No. And he said, thank God. But then, he was like saying, it's like, come on, man, we don't ask them how they're fucking doing, I hear you. I think I know what he means. I mean, it's one thing to ask your friend, but if you ask a shit ton of people how they're doing, what are you asking them to do, right? So why don't you just say, hey, will you clap real loud real quick? Man, I feel a lot better, thank you. If I'd have said that, he'd have said, that was a good move. Anyway, the plot thins. I made this song up, in a hotel room. There's a Coke machine glowing through a parking lot. Lord, you can call that a room with a view. Best night of pool that I ever shot, and I made a lot of money too. Looking for some company in the weekly scene. I seen this ad that just had to be you. I hadn't seen you since New Orleans. I never did figure out where you'd run off to. I know I looked bad the last time you saw me, but lately I've been doing all right. I won a tournament last week in Oklahoma City, hustled half this town tonight. I got some cocaine if you want some, the best I could find. Here we could just sit here and talk all night. If that big old guy out in your car don't mind, like old time, we're gonna screw off the top on a bottle of wine, living out our own kind of American dream, like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, I'm not expecting anybody but you. I don't know who's gonna be at the door, but I'm pretty sure that you've got a clue, and I'll bet you've been to this hotel before. Put the you-know-what in the bathroom, but don't flush it down just yet. Put your pager in my suitcase, I'll get the window. You light a cigarette, it's gonna be like old time, just like the old time. We're living out our own kind of American dream. Lord, it's like the old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. No, sir, officer, you don't understand. We're just two old friends drinking wine. I'm sure she is, but that's not all she is. She's also an old friend of mine. I got a high school picture right here in my wallet. It's from 1982. No, sir, officer, no offense taken. You have a good night, too. Well, it's a good thing we didn't throw this away. Baby, turn up that radio. I'm pretty sure that cop knew what we were up to, but I guess he just decided to let us go. Oh, don't make such a thing about that picture, baby. Hey, that was just something I kept. Here, don't get all sentimental on me now. You haven't even told me your new name yet, like old time. Just like the old time, living out our own kind of American dream. Lord, like old time. Your goal was always the same as mine. You didn't want to throw your fishing line in that old mainstream. Yeah, that might be my favorite. I don't know why. I'll send that song out to my brother Mike, too. He books a band called Mercy Me, and among about 39 other ones. But Mercy Me, they're the one that play basketball gyms. You know, like where the basketball teams play and shit. I sometimes be driving past a football stadium and be like, that's where the Stones work. That's their gig. That's wild. I hope they keep playing forever and ever. This song I'm going to send out to a cat named Kent Blasey because probably the most bullshit story I got is that beer run story. It's not total bullshit, but it's probably one of the smelliest ones. And that cat, Kent Blasey, So there's this book. The guy was really nice. He let me see it. But there's a book that I told you about. There's a book that I'm in it too. But his name's Brian T. Atkinson, and he wrote this book called East Nashville, Skyline or something. Am I getting that right? And he talks to people about me in it, and I got to see it. I like it. I hope people get it. And in it, I don't know Kent Blazey, but man, he's a hero to me now. And also a chick named Kim Williams, I believe. I'm going to send this song out to them with great love and respect. If tomorrow never comes, well, I don't give a damn. Nope. If tomorrow never comes, I ain't gonna be afraid to meet my maker just the way that I am. You can't prove anything, but one thing is true. If you could steal from me, I could steal from you. I said that any kind of heaven everybody didn't get in ain't gonna seem like no heaven to me. They tell you that the Garden of Eden was perfect, but you could not even eat off the apple tree. And so for heaven's sakes, you got to watch them snakes lying to your woman constantly. Adam must have scratched his head, looked up to heaven and said, Lord, nah, this isn't doing it for me if tomorrow never comes. And tonight is all I got. If tomorrow never comes, I don't wanna be afraid to meet my maker just the way that I'm now. Can't do anything and then you die. Judge the judgmental, and what am I? I don't ever claim to know what's going on around here. I don't even know where I'm from. I know where I'm going when I get to where I'm going, what I'm doing when I get done. They tell me I'm forgiven if I ask to be. I say permission should have come so easily. I'm piling cores up underneath this apple tree. I'm singing, oh Lord, have mercy on me if tomorrow never comes. And tonight is all I got. Hey, if tomorrow never comes, I don't wanna be afraid to meet my maker just the way that I'm not. Can't do anything and then you die. If I judge the judgmental, wow, what am I? Either way, I'm every guy that I ever tried not to be. I want everything as good as it fucking gets. And I have learned nothing but that there is another sunrise coming for me all but one of the times that it sets. And if tomorrow never comes, tomorrow never comes, if tomorrow never comes, well, tomorrow never comes. If tomorrow never comes, tomorrow never comes. If tomorrow never comes, tomorrow never comes. If we were all good people, we could work in perfect rhythm. If worms had daggers, birds wouldn't fuck with them. That's just simple math. Oh yeah, stay with me. That's one of the funnest parts about being in a band is the end of the song like that. Oh, okay. Why don't one of you guys play something? Fuck. All right, give me a second. That was a fast one, man. That was a fast one. Cool and fast one. Give me just a second. Man, I know I say this all the time. But there's no chance we would have. I don't know what we would have done this year if we hadn't had this to do, and not just financially, But just, my goodness. Well, I mean, we did all the shit they say to do. We didn't, this is the crowd. We stayed in a small crowd. And like I was saying that one day, people kind of look something, especially down south, man, you got that mask on and they act like you're a wimp. So that's why I say rob them. Because then they'd know not to judge a book by its cover. I want to send this one out to my manager, Bert, man. Bert Stein's been managing me for a long time, and he's a really great friend. His son's in the Turbo Fruits. And after we made a record called The Devil You Know, I had way too many songs, and I just didn't know whether to make. I just didn't know what I was doing anymore. And I'd say everything sounded like a song to me, and then a couple days later, it didn't. And so I had like 20 songs, and I went to Bert, and I was like, there's these political ones, they're starting to bug me, because everyone was doing them or something at the time. And he was like, you have to put these songs out. And he said, just put them out to just these together, And I said, okay, and I was just challenging him, really. I was like, if I do that, I'll call it Peace Queer. And he was like, well, now you have to do it. And I went over to my buddy Doug Lancio's and added a couple songs. And we made an EP called Peace Queer. And man, it was on the radio and everything. So Bert Stein, man, thank you so much. He got his start working for the Eagles, and he worked with Warren Zevon when he was with him when he wrote Lawyers, Guns, and Money. That's pretty happening. So Bert Stein, man, I love you. Santa, Jonas, we're gonna do this as a beat that I came up with all by myself. Well, I just never met a man in life. Well, let me back up and make sure that I got that right. He might have liked every man that he met, that's true. But he never said he liked every man that he knew. Well, I met a woman with the Midas touch. I could never get her to touch her very much. I met a man of opportunity. He never offered any of it up to me. I met a man that's real tooth Bruce, said he'd make a man out of me and stole my youth. Working for a man who could not stop lying, drove us off a cliff and called it flying. Oh, 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 that ain't flying. I said, that ain't flying. I said, that ain't flying. No, 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 that ain't flying. When a wise man flies, he understands. A man has not technically flown until he lands. If you're coming into land and you crash and die, well, all you really did for sure would get too high. You ever get too high? You ever get too high? You ever get too high? Well, neither have I, but I will if I've got to prove to you guys I'm so turned around I could calm up a riot. Fighting for peace, it's like screaming for quiet. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Well, I don't know, but I've been told you might meet a little fox in the atheist hole. You never know. I said, I don't know, but I've been told. I said, I don't know, but I've been told. I like that one. I see, maybe no, I'm just going to stick with this guitar. I've told this story a bunch, but the first line of this song, I'll try it like that. was Alan Greenspan. I just heard Alan Greenspan played the saxophone, and I wrote down Alan Greenspan is misunderstood. And somehow that turned into this song. And then by the time I was done, that wasn't in there anymore. And I still don't really know what this was about. Sometimes there's songs that I'll be like, I'm not sure what I'm talking about, but fuck it, you know? And then I read in a paper what it was about. And I thought, yeah, that sounds pretty good. So the guy in the paper said it's about a person talking to a person that they're about to mug. So let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna try that on this thing, cause this guitar is so great. Let's see if I can do that with my finger. Got good and better men all over the world. Tonight you got me, I got 2 fingers. If I had a nickel for every dime you had, I'd have your money. You talk about not half bad, more like 10 times as good. Yeah, I don't know anyone that wouldn't want to walk around with more money if they could. But if you could just come off a little bit of it, that would surely do me good. Yes, I'm in between jobs. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Oh, Lord, can you dig it? I was hoping that you would. There's only one way to win at a shell game. Be the one that gets the other guy to play. You think I'm not bright, you might be right. I might have been born yesterday, but I was up all night, mama. I might have come in here a little cross-eyed looking, but I'm walking out of here all right. I'll be wearing my dark sunglasses, 'cause the sun still shines just that bright down on you when you're in between jobs. Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Oh, can you dig it? I was hoping that you would. All right. I seen $100 bill one time blowing up against a chain link fence. I've been walking around outside looking down at fences ever since. It's the root of all evil, but I agree. I suppose that the blossom of it would be my kind of poverty. I know how mad I'm getting just thinking about how much more you got than me. I'm thinking, man, what's keeping me from killing this guy and just taking his shit from him? Can you dig it? I knew that you could. Hey, Lord, can you dig it? I was hoping that you would. Oh, can you dig it? Can you dig it? How long can you dig it? Can you dig it? That's also from Cyrus in Warriors. Can you dig it? Remember that movie? Warriors. Clink, clink, clink. Remember the gang that dressed up in baseball outfits? My ass. That's not happening. You guys look like idiots. No, we're a gang. Yeah. All right, I'm going to try this one. This is, I'm going to send this out to my brother Mike, too. But also, I was going to say this song talks about dead men's clothes and burnout shoes, which in my mind, what I'm talking about is that's like what I call when you go see bands at the Exit Inn or just any kind of place I play. In general, we're going to have on dead men's clothes, thrift shop clothes, and burnout shoes, which are those Chuck Taylors. That's just basic tour shirt outfit thing. I don't remember what made me think I would explain that, but the older I get, the less that it's easy that you can wear shoes like that and not have them ask you in the lobby if you're a guest with us, When you're young, but when you're older and you have on like $3 worth of shoes, clothes, and then those shoes, don't they always say, "Excuse me, sir, are you a guest with us?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Can I see your key? Why? Or one time I was in Reno, and I fell asleep on a rock by this river, and I got woken up by a priest, and he had these other two guys behind him that were kind of wearing what I was wearing. And he said, "Come on, we're going to eat." And I thought, I had a hotel just a block away, but those other guys didn't. And I didn't want to go, "Oh, no, I got a kick-ass place, So I went and got the food. But I was thinking the whole time, I must just look awful. For a good time call on a bathroom wall, I brought my family shame down at the pool hall. But it was tender validation for me all the same, and I never got over my first taste of fame. I started wearing makeup with my hair slicked back, the first known white kid to wish it was black. I shook it to the left, I shook it right back, shook up so many people that the people lost track. I was bringing that rock and roll music. I like it and I feel it, I just can't help it, I got to move around to it. Dead man's clothes, burnout shoes, we run like Detroit, pack dogs do. I said, believe in me, all the hell with. Well, ain't that exactly what your Jesus would do for you? Now I admit that I have had about a drink or six, and I may not even remember saying this, but I'll never forget losing you, and I think about it more than you think I do. I say rock and roll music, I like it and I feel it, I just can't help it, Lord, I got to move around to it. Rock and roll music, it and I feel it, just can't help it, Lord, I got to move around to it, yeah. The dogs don't bark at cars when they're parked. No, that didn't start until you passed my mark. Then I said, leaving, I don't mind, as much as getting left behind. I said, leaving, I don't mind, as much as getting left behind. I'm like a bug and fly into a window pane. When I ain't getting nowhere, I go insane. What do you think you would do if you knew that all of the shit that I tell you ain't true? And I knew it wasn't gonna be a good time at all when I wrote that it would be on that bathroom wall. But rock and roll music, oh Lord, I like it and I feel it, I just can't help it, mama, I got to move around to it. Rock and roll music, I like it and I feel it, I just can't help it, Lord, I got to move around to it. Well, that's all right, mama, girl, that's all right for you. Well, that's alright, mama. Any way you do, that's alright. That's alright. That's alright now, mama. Any way you do. Well, your mama, she don't like me. Papa don't like me too. I said, girl, that boy you messing with gonna make a fool of you. But that's alright. Well, that's alright. Well, that's alright now, mama. Any way you do. That's alright now, mama. Any way you do. I don't like to do that on occasion because people are so convinced that he's such a good singer that when I do his songs better than him, I feel like it knocks a lot of people off their square. I'm sorry, folks. That's just what comes out. I didn't ask for it any more than Elvis did. I had a tour manager named Elvis for a while. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to switch guitars back, though, and grab this harmonica. You doing okay out there, I hope, in the land of milk and honey, as they say, as it was billed. We got a new record comes, when is it?
Next Friday.
And then the Get Together came out, so how many songs are out now? 3. Oh, yeah. But I've been playing that Handsome John, too. Yeah, so don't forget, there's going to be like one more song. Actually, there was, when I got my copy of the CD, the track 9, I think you guys were behind all that. Or everybody turned on me. And so track 9, did I tell you this? Is, I didn't even know they were recording it. And so I'm going to boycott something. I haven't decided yet what to do, but I may make them, I have a new song for song 10, because song 10 cured cancer, you know? And I thought, no, not if they're going to treat me like this, no. So I'm taking a stand. Too much. Just play a song, Todd, before you ruin everything for everyone. The Kingsmen came together in a garage. They could hardly even play, but they practiced night and day, and pretty soon they got to where they could really play that song, Louie Louie. So they saved up all the money from their shows, and they went into one of those studios, and they gave their version of that song, Louie Louie, a try. Now, I don't know the words to that song, Louie Louie, and I'm pretty sure that the singer for the Kingsmen didn't know him either. If he did know him, he didn't get him right on that record, because on that record, they came out jumbled in his jaw. He said, me think the me girl, oh, so constantly, I make ooh, Well, that last part scared everybody from the PTA to the FBI. You see, the kids have been going kind of crazy lately. Seemed like nobody could figure out why. So they decided to form a coalition and launch an investigation. You know, for the children, they figured they at least had to try to figure out the words to that song, Louie Louie. It's a feel good hit of this endless summer. It gets the kids out of control, singing along to that Star-Spangled Bummer. Hail, hail, rock and roll. You know, Marilyn Manson's real name isn't even Marilyn Manson. He's a skinny public high school kid from Florida. He's not some monster from out of this world. Like a lot of other skinny public high school kids, he was sick of getting beaten up by a pulling guard all weekend, only to go out on the weekend and watch that quarterback get another girl. So he formed a band, man, and now Marilyn Manson gets all kinds of chicks. Yes, yes, they're weird chicks, but they're chicks. Oh, lolly-dolly. It's the feel-good hit of this endless summer. Gets these kids out of control, singing along to that star-spangled bummer. Hail, hail, rock and roll. Hey. A few years later, a couple of latchkey kids go tragically mad. Everybody's standing around the television store at the mall trying to figure out what went wrong. This guy says, you think the life of a kid going to school around here could have gotten so bad? And the other guy said, no, probably just the word to one of them goddamn Marilyn Manson songs. You know that one? It's the feel good hit of this endless summer. It gets the kids out of control, singing along to that star-spangled bummer. Hail, hail, rock and roll. Rock and roll. You know, every 10 years or so, we start following all of our newest weapons in some other country for some reason or another, right or wrong, like it or not. And when it happens, people get shot. And when people get shot, they show that on TV a lot. Every night at 6 o'clock. You don't have to be 18 to see it. You don't even have to be in first grade. First grade, where they will teach a kid the pride that they tell him he's going to need to thrive in a world where they say that only the strong will survive. So he's taught the art of more, to compare to keep score. Monday through Friday while he stares at the floor until Sunday they make him go to school once more. Only this time they make him wear a suit and a tie and listen to some guy who claims to know where people go when they die, that only the meek will inherit the earth. Well, shit. By that time, how could anybody know what anything was worth? Now, brothers and sisters, I'm only one guy. I don't even know the words to that song, Louie Louie, but I can tell you right now without batting an eye that the next time somebody's latchkey kid goes wrong, it's not going to be because of some song. And I'm not trying to preach to you either. I'm just trying to string a few words together, too. Hey, kids. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on. Yep. Yeah. With what color was this one? Oh, C. Yeah. So close. Like, see you later, crocodile. That close. Ah, but what a good time we're having. I know I'm having a good time. Let's see. I don't know what key this song's even in. I guess that's a G. This is one of my favorite ones, too. A petal falls from a dying rose. Into the wind it blows through fate, while down below the ground there grows another rose that can hardly wait. Well, 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 you know my uncle finally died of a heart attack. Bursting with pride, he was way overweight. There was hardly anybody at the funeral besides the ones who thought they might divide the estate. Well, hell, the preacher didn't tell us everything that he did, but he said every kind thing that he could. Mostly focusing on long ago when he was just a kid and his intentions had all been so good. A petal falls from a dying rose into the wind, it blows through fate. While down below the ground there grows another rose that can hardly wait. Well, my mother said when he was younger he was skinnier and kinder and funnier and humble as a white picket fence. As he got older, he got fatter, left his wife for something younger, started showing up here drunk and making less and less sense. Less and less sense. Well, Ooh, a petal falls from a dying rose into the wind, it blows through fate. A while down below the ground there grows another rose that can hardly wait. My Uncle Sam finally died of a heart attack. Bursting with pride, he was way overweight. So through the eye of a needle on a camel's back, the American dream will hit the pearly gate. Well. Yeah, man, I hope you're enjoying the show today. I'm having a good time. Hope I'm playing what you wanted to hear. This is from buddy Doug Golden and Patrick Leach. And one time right after I got divorced, that was a hard time. I had a lot of good friends checking in on me at that time. I went to see Neil Casal, and I went down to sit on the beach. And I was just laying there on the beach, and these big group of people come up, and they say, "Would it be okay if we pray for you?" And I thought, again, God, I must look awful. You know, I gotta get some new threads. But I was like, all right, for this is true. I was like, fuck it, yeah, do it. And so they got in a circle with their hands and started praying for me. And then this family comes walking by, mom, dad, and a little girl looks like she's dressed to be in a play or something. And I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking that maybe these people in a circle aren't really there. You know, right? In the Hardworking Americans, I was hallucinated a lot and took heroic doses, you know. And so I thought maybe this isn't happening. And then this little girl makes eye contact with me and she says, "They're real." Oh, and then she said, "But I'm not." Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, we should get some LSD for after this. No, you know, kids, I'm telling you, I don't have anything for kids. I didn't even have kids. I got no issues with good luck. Get a helmet. Don't get eaten by the bear. So anyway, the music to this song I had for years. And then as I was going through divorce, I was driving up to Asheville to see my buddies in Widespread Panic. Had a coffee going, blazing a J. That's called the speedball, hillbilly speedball. And this started just, I don't know, this just came out, these words just came out. Redneck speedball, way too highway. The needle is broken, ain't no telling on gas. A highway dog plays a Russian roulette in and out of the sun under the overpass. Oh, oh, oh. Why on earth they say only heaven knows why we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know I think therefore I am because I am oh so I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way. Nobody thinks you're crazy. Passing it back and forth like the 5th of July. I realize I can't tell you what to tell yourself. But if we're still not what you thought you wanted, well then you can't deny it. Baby, we were something else. Oh, 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 my love. Why on earth they say only heaven knows while we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know I think therefore I am because I am also I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candles that way, and nobody thinks you're crazy. We don't leave who we fell for. We leave who we just can't believe that they've become. We don't leave the people we fell for. No, we leave who we just can't believe that they have become. And I said leaving, well, I don't mind as much as getting left behind. Why on earth they say only heaven knows, but we turn every last word ever heard on each other over where everybody goes. I know I think therefore I am because I am also I thought I was. When in Rome they say shoot Roman candle that way, nobody thinks you're crazy. You're crazy. Yeah, Roman candle. I'll send that out to my friend Matt McCormick. He's a songwriter in Austin. Opened for, where did he open a bunch of shows for? It wasn't Texas. It was out like in Mexico or New Mexico or something. Matt, that's for you, man. And Bury the Bone Days. Let's see, what else could we do? Now, I'm in the winging it section of the show. Well, I've come down here one last time, a few times. A few times after that, but that was just for old time's sake. And I know I've come down a few times for no good reason at all. This time I swear that I'm just down here by mistake, ascending into madness, rest in chaos, my old friend. May you send. I quit drinking for the reason that I started drinking, man, when it makes me feel better than I already do. From rags to riches, to rags to richly embellished accounts of the truth, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend. I sang you my song and then another song, not knowing if I gave you a choice, you would make it. It would hit me just like I was dying, they say, but it was worse. I was able to take it, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you send. You know the dead, they've been around the block a few times, more than you had. A few times more than we all had, way back, way back before it was even paved. And they say that upon the sea of hypocrisy, well, sure, it sure is just another way, ascending into madness. Rest in chaos, my old friend. May you ascend into madness. Getting to a bending end here, Lord. Here's to, we know we're supposed to be getting back out in the spring, starting to try to get back to normal a little bit. I hope we do see you out on the road. More importantly, though, I really want to encourage you to come to East Nashville and see us. It's a magic little place we got built here. Music coming out of everything. Great shops and bars. We just got hit by a tornado right before we got hit by this COVID thing. So please, if you're thinking about taking a trip this year, I have nothing to gain from telling you that. I just hope that you will consider coming over to my neighborhood and over-tipping all my bartender friends. Because they earned it. May some good fortune come to you. May some good fortune come to you. I was always thinking of something. When I'm feeling down, she knows just what to say to pull me through. Looking like a book of tea and the NG sound. There ain't nothing my baby can't do. Not to change the subject, but have you seen my shoes? I think I left them here the last time I played. Sometimes I feel like all I ever get to do is lose. Sometimes I feel like I got it made. May some good fortune come to you. May some good fortune come to you. People say that life is precious and you have to make the most of it. But nobody's ever proven either of those things. If you stand back and you look at the long and the short of it, what else is there to do but sing? I like to sing. May some good fortune come to you. May some good fortune come to you. Well, do you think there's a kid living in this entire town that is dreaming of growing up to be a bum? I didn't think you did, but we both know how that's just exactly what some will become. Enough about me. Let's talk about you for a minute. Okay, maybe that's enough. Getting back to me, you know my all-time favorite movie is that one where them two cops who cannot stand each other later under pressure learn to work together. They become great partners, even better friends, and then that one says something funny and the movie ends. May some good fortune come to you. Love, exciting and new. Come aboard, we're expecting you. Remember that? The Love Boat, soon to be making another run. The Love Boat promises something for everyone. At the Copa, fuck it. I'm gonna leave you with this one. Hope it inspires you to go out into your day and be kind to somebody for no goddamn good reason at all. All right then. Life too short to worry about it. Life too long to wait. It's too short not to love everybody. Life too long to hate. I meet a lot of men that haggle and finagle all the time, trying to save a nickel, maybe make it dime. Not me, Lord, no siree, baby, I ain't got no time. Well, old Miss Virgie, she tended bar at shack up in them hills. It never paid her no money, boy, but it sure paid all of her bills. She must have been about 80 years old, but her heart was warm and her beer was cold, and she gave away more than she ever sold. She'd be smiling about it all the time. I used to sing off in the corner of it every Friday night to a loud crowd of cowboys, bikers, and barbering fights. They were drinking beer and they was carrying on. Not a one of them would listen to any of my songs, but old Miss Virgie, she'd be singing along. She said she knew them all by heart. And then one night after closing the place, she gave me a free beer. She said, come over and sit down, you little shit. I got something that I think that you need to hear. She said, life isn't all that easy getting through. Everybody gonna make it tough on you. I'll tell you right now, if you dig what you do, they're never gonna get you down. That's what she said. She said, life too short to worry. Life too long to wait. Too short not to love everybody. Life too long to hate. I meet a lot of men that haggle and finagle all the time, trying to save a nigga, maybe make it down. I mean, no, sweet, I ain't got no time. Well, thank y'all for coming in. I'm sorry we couldn't have Cindy Howard like we promised, but she sent her shirt in and said I could wear that. Such a kind lady. See, if I was a one-man jam band, this would get old. Well, that's your basic troubadour busting chord changes right there, folks. Walk right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. But out of San Francisco Bay. I love you. I can't wait till next Sunday. We'll do all this again, only slightly better. I blame others. Yeah? Am I the champ? Well, like I explained to y'all before, I ain't no drinking man. I tried it once and it got me highly irregular, and I swore that I'd never do it again. I promised my brother-in-law that I'd go up and watch his still when he went into town to vote. It was right up on the mountain where the map said it would be. Friends, let me tell you though, it wasn't no ordinary still. It stood up on that mountain like a huge golden opal. God's yellow moon was shining on the cool, clear evening. God's little lanterns was twinkling on and off in the heavens. And like I explained to y'all before, I ain't no drinking man. But temptation got the best of me, and I took a slash. That yellow whiskey running down my throat like honeydew vine water. I took another slash. I took another and another and another. Before I knew it, I downed a whole jug of that shit, and I commenced to get hot flashes. Goose pimples was running up and down my body, and a feeling come over me like something I had never experienced before in my life. It was like I was in love. In love for the first time. With anything that moved, animate, inanimate, it didn't matter. It was like there was a great neon sign flashing on and off in my brain saying, Todd Snider, there is a great day coming, because I was drunk. I wasn't knee crawling, slip sliding, Brian Kincaid and commode hugging drunk. I was God's own drunk and a fearless man. That's when I first saw the bear. He was a Kodiak-looking motherfucker, about 19 feet tall. He rumbled up over that hill expecting me to do one of two things, flip a fly. I didn't do either one of them, and it hung him up. He starts sniffing around my body trying to smell fear, but he ain't gonna smell no fear, because I'm God's own drunk and a fearless man. It hung him up. He looked right in my eyes, and my eyes was a lot redder than his was. It hung him up. So I approached him. I said, Mr. Bear, I love every hair on your 27-acre body. I know you got a lot of friends over there on the other side of that hill. There's old Bear, Tall Bear, Freddy Bear, Kelly Bear, Really Bear, Killer Bear, Smokey the Bear, Smelly the Bear, Pokey the Bear. I want you to go back over there tonight, and I want you to tell him I'm feeling right. I want you to tell each and every one of them that I love each and every one of them just like a brother and a sister, but if they give me any shit tonight, I'm gonna run every goddamn one of them off of this mountain. He took 2 steps backwards and didn't know what to think. Neither did I, but being charitable and cautious, well, hell, I approached him and I said, Mr. Bear, you know, in the eyes of the Lord, we're both just beasts when you come right down to it. I want you to be my buddy. Buddy Bear. I took old Buddy Bear by his island-sized paw and I led him over to the still. He starts sniffing around that because he thinks he's smelling something good. I give him one of them jugs of honeydew vine water, and he downed it upright. Looked like one of them damn bears in the circus sipping sarsaparilla in the moonlight. I give him another jug and another and another and another. Next thing I know, he had downed 8 of them, and they commencing to do the bear dance. 2 snips, a snort, a fly, a turn, a grunt. It was so simple like the jitterbug that it just plumb evaded me. But we worked ourselves into a tumultuous uproar. I was awful tired. I went over to the hillside, and I laid down, and I went to sleep. I slept for 4 hours, and I dreamt me some tremulous dreams. When I woke up, there was God's yellow moon shining on the clear, cool evening. God's little lanterns was twinkling on and off in the heavens. But my buddy the bear, he was missing. And you know what, friends and neighbors? So was that still. Jimmy Buffett for you now. living on sponge cake, watching the sun bathe. All of us tourists are covered with oil. Strumming my sixth string on my front porch swing. The smell of the shrimp, they're beginning to boil. And I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville. I'm searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there is a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. I don't know the reason I stayed here all season. There's nothing for show but this brand new tattoo. She's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How she got here, Lord, I haven't a clue. I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there is a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. I blew out my flip-flop, I stepped on a pop-top, I broke my leg, I had to limp on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it will render. That frozen concoction, help me hang on. One more time, I said I'm wasted away again in Margaritaville. Yes, I am, and I'm searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. You ready for some of y'all? Free James Brown. One day a wise young man threw down his apron and he said, I quit. I've been considering the meaning of existing, and I'm pretty sure this ain't it. So we climbed up the tallest mountain. He sat beneath the tallest tree, seeking a peace within himself. He waited patiently. It would seem that all was a folly as he focused more and more, exploring the nature of being until he came to its very core. And it was there he became enlightened, and it was then he begun to sob. He said, oh shit, I quit my job. Is everybody ready for the get together? Is everybody ready for the get together? Is everybody ready for the get together? Day after, forever, oblivion, oh better, you better get ready.